Hey everybody, Hero Rations here, and I've got another MCI, but it's not just any old MCI. This one's pretty unique. It's actually one of the earliest MCIs that were developed. I believe these are from like 1960, 1961, so just a couple years after the MCI first came out. And what makes these really unique too is that these were left over from Operation Great Bear and Polar Siege in Alaska, and I would say they're definitely above average condition. So I expect the entree to at least be intact, if not edible. We'll find out, but these are fantastic. So there's an eBay seller in Alaska that has been selling a handful of these, and I've got several, and we're going to check out this one. This one is chicken boned, and I'm checking the date now here. It is, well, at least on the bread can there, it is August 1961, or sorry, October 1961. And there's the entree can. I mean, it sounds intact. There's definitely some kind of liquid inside there. And I'm going to try to take all this out pretty quickly. See, the box is like perfect shape. Good stuff. I wanted to take it out quickly and then just get the entree can into some hot water pretty quickly while we check out the other contents. We can let this guy heat up here in my my coffee mug. We'll try it that way since we're inside. I thought about getting my Esbit stove out with like the little fuel tabs, but it's not really good for indoors, and I don't want like the smell and stuff to get all over our collectibles that we got down here. So while that's warming up there in the hot boiling water, we'll check out the B unit here and this white bread, and of course this guy here is really well, I guess second generation accessory pack. So the earliest ones had like a kind of like a yellowish sheen to the foil there. This one's kind of got a, I don't even know, like a salmon color, I guess we'll call it. I don't know, it's kind of looks like NASA NASA foil. I don't know how to describe it, but let's check out some of these things here. And so why are we ruining this perfectly good relic of like pre-Vietnam War era? Well, a couple reasons. I don't think that we're ruining it. Eventually all the contents here, no matter how we store them, will degrade at some point. Usually like the ones that survive this long are like ham and eggs. Chicken looks pretty good, but like once you have like any kind of like beef or vegetable and broth and stuff in there, it just eats away from the inside of the cans, and they're no good. And what our plan is, and what we have been doing, oh yeah, still a ton of air in there. What we have been doing is we'll open the cans from the bottom, and we've been making these really cool displays using 2-inch thick Riker cases. So we'll take these cans, we'll get them all cleaned out. Of course, we get to, you know, taste test them and check out the contents inside. But we'll clean them thoroughly, sanitize them, clean up any rust on the inside and outside, and we put them into the Riker cases. We'll cut out the foam around the cans and display the contents. And we have like this huge stockpile of like extra MCI components. So things like the biscuits and crackers, gum, all that kind of stuff. We kind of put it all a little bit back together to kind of show all the cans with as much of the contents that we can display. And they make really cool displays. The Riker cases, you can just add some like wall hooks and stuff like that. And you guys should check out our Facebook and other YouTube videos, because I think I talk a little bit about that. That white bread looks perfectly intact. It smells amazing. It is not rancid or anything. I might just pop the whole bottom of this can off so I can get to it. And me too, we got to probably open our accessory pack next and get the coffee out. Look at that. This is white bread from October 1961. Looks pretty good for coming up on 63 years old. It's about the age of retirement. We'll check that out. We'll leave that here for a minute. And before we open up the B3 unit here, we'll check out this accessory pack. And I was kind of hoping that the, like it would have maybe delaminated where I can open it without tearing along the perforations, but that seal is pretty good, so unfortunately we're going to have to open this bad boy up like this. Let me try some scissors here. Now I can make sure I don't rip it along the sides or something like that. That way it stays more or less intact. A little bit of like a stale smell to it. Oh, wow. Look at that. And the cool thing here, like this isn't, I don't think this is a 4-pack. This has to be like a 6-pack of Lucky Strikes here. That is really cool. I've never seen that. Look at that. That's got to be like 5 or 6 cigarettes, but we'll open it up and check it out. This toilet paper there, got a little bit discolored. Something leaked in here. Unfortunately, I don't know if it was maybe the salt or what the culprit was, but something. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Look at the matchbook there. Look at the text. Usually I don't get excited for some of like these repeat accessories that we see time and time again in these accessory packs. Oh, you know what it was? It was the gum. Look at that. The gum like flattened and deteriorated. That's a shame because it wreaked a little bit of havoc in here, but you know what? I have lots of extras of those, so we'll find like a choice one. There's that instant coffee. I don't know if that's going to be any good. It's like rock hard. And I'm like kind of peeling that dry cream product in that like Korean War era packaging. And last but not least, the sugar. Look at that. Yeah, the gum wreaked havoc. Of all things too. It's like, it's weird because usually that's the one thing that usually stays intact in these older MCIs. You usually don't have to worry about the gum, so I'm kind of surprised. And we're gonna do our best. I don't know if I've got a dry cream product like that. I have plenty of like sugar packets, so let's go ahead. We're gonna make the coffee while my water's still hot here. Totally caked up. I don't know if this is going to be any good. We'll check it out. Check out this coffee instant. Oh man. Cut down to another layer just to get in it. Yeah, it is so caked up. Look at that. That is bizarre that the gum would do that. Yeah, look at the coffee. It's turned into like a sheet of just black tar, like toffee. But we're gonna try and make it anyway, because you know, why not? So unfortunately, this coffee instant wrapper is gonna see better days. Look at that. Ugh. It kind of looks like a ruined coffee instant from like an RCI can I made not too long ago, where it was like all caked up like this because the jam kind of ruined the contents inside. So anything with like a sugar content like that will just do some serious damage. Yeah, so now I got my coffee flaked type 1 here. We'll add our hot water and hope for the best. Maybe it's already naturally sweetened because I've got friggin' candy coated gum coating melted all in it. That's not going to be the best cup of coffee I had from an MCI, I'll tell you that. Here's my spoon. It's got a marking on it, it says VB-6 or G. We'll give this quite a few good stirs here. And we'll see how it goes. Maybe the cocoa beverage powder will be in better shape. And we can try that too. I got plenty of hot water still. So before we go into the other accessories here, we'll check those out last, like with the Lucky Strikes, definitely. Let's check out this the contents of this B3 unit. So this is going to be my only challenge in a little bit of a hiss or air release there. This one's going to be the only challenge I've got in the framing technique we had, because the B1, B1A, and B2 units are about half the size, we'll say, of these B3s. These B3s are thick, even if you've got them laying on their side. Too thick for a Riker case, so I'm going to have to modify a Riker case or kind of make my own display to hold these B3s, or maybe even just like cut it down or display it on its side. I don't know. I haven't figured that part out yet. But again, I'm opening these from the bottom. Doesn't smell bad yet. I see a little bit of crumbs and stuff on the side, which is normal for the deterioration that kind of occurs with the biscuits and whatnot. Pop that off there. And I see some good cocoa beverage powder in there. That good bit of crumbs from the crackers of the biscuits. I'm trying to get this cocoa beverage powder out without tearing it on the edge of the can. All right, look at that cool foil wrapper that it's in. That's pretty neat. It doesn't have like that brown or craft paper look to it. It's almost like a yellow sheen to it. Look at that. That's pretty neat. Yeah, we'll definitely grab another mess cup here and make that cocoa beverage powder. I'm sure that's totally fine and good. I've got this, holy smokes, I got a pineapple jam. It's just about ready to go. We will not open that. These things are like bombs. They're so under pressure that like once you cut into it, it'll just like spray spoiled fruit gook all over the place. So bear with me. I don't care what you guys think. I'm not opening that thing. And this B2 unit is dated January 1962. So just a couple months after the bread unit. We've got all our corrugated paper there. We've got what appears to be a couple cookies instead of biscuits. Look at that. I can't get a good read on those, but there's 3 of them. And 2 of them are intact, and this one's seen a little bit better days. You can see on the edges there, there's some kind of like maybe a toffee or chocolate on the inside. We'll see how those taste here in a second. Let me get this other stuff out of the way. So I don't really like have that much to work with here in this unit. And I've got this plain old white bread. I guess I can use with the jam. This would have been good with peanut butter, like a peanut butter and grape jelly and whatnot. So let's just put these cookies here to the side. Let me grab another mess cup here. If I can find one. I can't find one handy. We'll just we'll probably just make the cocoa beverage powder in my friend's cup here. Ouch, it's hot. I'm trying to get the Bones chicken can out with the hot water. There, we'll leave that there on the side. And dump that water out. Cool. Good stuff. And now we can make that cocoa beverage powder. That's a lot of cocoa beverage powder. Beautiful. Some free cookie crumbs in there too. Oh yeah, that smells really good. Yeah, it's a weird, this is a weird MCI. Again, like I don't have any crackers, which I mean would be great with this chicken. I've got 2 hot drinks, so right off the bat, like I need 2 canteen cups or a spare cup to make both units. Pineapple jam, which I mean it's not really kind of befitting anything. Overfill my cocoa beverage powder, put too much water in there. And my coffee going, we'll stir this guy up. I like these MCI spoons too, especially for making my videos. You don't have to deal with all that clinking, clanking noise. I saw another commenter was just like, stop talking while you're stirring in the metal spoon, the metal cup. And okay, Roger. Thanks for watching. Here I am opening and talking about like really old rations, trying to educate folks, and that's the one thing you feel like you have to critique. But thanks for the input, and I'll use the plastic spoon from now on. There's nothing wrong with that cocoa powder. We're 63 years old. That crap could have lasted for 100 years or more and been just fine. It's actually, it's not as sweet as other ones that I've tried. I don't know. It's I mean it's a little bit different, but it's not bad. It's different. I would say not maybe as sweet, and that may be up to the manufacturer. It's Van Brode mill, and they usually made like the cocoa powder discs, like the compressed discs, for like the later RCIs. So they were around for a while, like the post-Korean War RCIs. And so I guess some of these earlier components. This, I can't tell the date on here. I would say maybe the 104th day of year 1 of the 60s. So 104th day of 1961. I have no idea what this is going to look like. Most RCI or MCI entree cans are toast. It all depends on contents inside, storage conditions, and whatnot. So the fact that we're not shaking up a can of rust here is pretty cool. Yeah, I might do this over my mess can lid. It doesn't smell all that great, I'll give you that. I'm putting it in here because I just don't want to contaminate anything if I don't want to. It's got a bit of a funky smell to it. I'll pop the bottom all the way off, and ugh. It doesn't smell. Oh wow, that's just not appetizing, is it? Look at that. It's like, ugh. It's like the pink slime from the McDonald's documentary. Look at that. Yeah, I'm not going to use the plastic spoon for that one. We'll take this knife here. What do I get, a free worm or something? What is that? I don't even know what that is. There's some kind of something in there. Yeah, that's bizarre. This is pretty unappetizing. I'm sorry, I'm touching this. So the outside's just got this like funky slime and this like milky white, almost like yellowish liquid. I'm not gonna tell you what it looks like to me, but coming off like the edges. And then on the inside is this very fibrous chicken meat. And I don't really know what to think about that. It's a chicken bone. I don't see any bones. I thought this would like have like a chicken leg or something like that in it. I wasn't sure what to expect, but we're gonna just set that off to the side and explore that later. Not really sure what to think about that right now. We'll come back to it, but it's hard to make my stomach turn with some of the crap that I've eaten out of these things, but that's definitely up there. The coffee instant's fine. It's that burnt old coffee taste. It needs to be sweetened for sure, but we'll get to that. At least we'll try it like that. And we'll take a look at this. I mean, if you look, like I don't really have like that much food here. I've got bread, a couple cookies. We'll try this this white bread. It's in really good shape. And I'm bummed. I think afterwards I might try some with some jam or some peanut butter. Very plain, dry. There's no sweetness to it, no saltiness. It's just very bland. It's probably one of the most bland things I've ever tasted. Like a sponge. It's like eating a sponge. Like seriously, like an ocean sponge. There's nothing there. It's totally edible. There's nothing wrong with it. But it's just incredibly disappointing. Try some of these cookies here. Wow. Wow. It's like a shortbread. The outside is like a thin shortbread. It's got this like cool little pattern on it, like some of the like Mother's cookies and things like that were in the RCIs. Wow. This is one of my favorite things that I've had. I think in a Army ration period. That is really good. I was a little worried about the chocolate in the middle, but holy smokes. Believe me when I'm telling you, this really is one of the best things I've had in an Army ration. It's going to be hard for me to save one of these for display. I'll play that. They're really good. This one's probably the best one. I'm going to eat that one after the video. Great. To go from this to that, there's no contest there. What a contrast. Look at this toilet paper here. Looks just like it stayed more or less unchanged for a while. Look at that tack. Matches are cool. I love that text on them. They got a little bit logged in there from the gum. We'll probably clean that up a little bit. And these Lucky Strikes. I don't smoke, but we're gonna pull the cellophane here and check this out. This is so cool. I just want to see what they've got in here more than anything without damaging the packaging too much. It looks like it's just like a poke through box, and I'm sure these smokes may be compromised from the gum. You can see that the oh yeah, see, even the glue started to degrade the box a bit. I just wanted to see kind of what we had going on inside here. There's that. You can see that the sugar from the gum melted that, and it went inside the cigarette carton. So these will probably be no good to smoke anyway, but at least we can check it out. Look at that. I believe there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cigarettes in here. That's pretty cool. Try to get it off the sheet here, inner sheet. Check these out. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's very cool. All tucked away in there in foil. Not the easiest things to get out though, too. You got like cellophane, you got the thing, got foil around them. And yeah, thanks Lucky Strike. I mean, that probably kept them in pretty good shape. I'm gonna try this chicken, y'all. I'm changing gears. It's just a very dry, fibrous chicken. You'll probably tell me I'm brave for eating this. Look at that. All the liquid just like coming off of it. It's disgusting. There's nothing wrong with it, I think. If I find out in an hour or two. Put some right there on the white bread. That's not bad. It tastes just like army ration chicken. Even when they open up a like an MRE, and it tastes just like MRE chicken. It has this like, however it's processed, very fibrous. Even though it doesn't appear dry, there's like all this liquid coming out of it. It's just like it's just dry in your mouth. I wonder what the oldest chicken ever eaten is. And I don't know. First half of 1961. So we're definitely 63 years old on the canning date of that chicken. Is that the oldest chicken ever eaten? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. You see this white bread's just like falling apart. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have too many thoughts on that one. It's not gross. It's not bad. I'm not smelling anything funky, tasting anything funky. I'm glad I warmed it up in the boiling water. That might have what maybe caused the separation, or gave it the appearance that it did, but it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not the best either. If I was going to make that maybe how it was intended, maybe the white bread crumbled up in it, like breadcrumbs, with definitely some salt is a must. So we're going to give that a go real quick before we cut this video off. It's getting kind of long now. I try to keep my videos like under like 20 to 30 minutes tops. So this one's running a little bit over, but I hope you guys like it though. Hope it was worth it. Because I mean, this is a very hard to find RCI in any condition, to be one of these early ones. Those accessory packs alone, if eBay doesn't kick them off for containing tobacco, those usually get a good price just for the accessory pack. Yeah, nothing to write home about, that's for sure. But ain't bad either. These cookies though, yeah, that's it. Those are easily like 9.5 out of 10 for taste. So no manufacturer or anything on that. Thank you whoever made those. I don't have a maker here, a packer on the B3 unit can, but yeah, so far so good. I'm still alive, and other than the explosive pineapple jam, we were able to kind of check everything out for the most part. And the weird thing is the one content that I usually don't have any issues with was the one that just totally wreaked havoc inside that accessory pack, which is a shame. It definitely could have been worse, but a good portion of these contents we can clean up, right? We can clean most of this stuff up here and get all these out for display. So that's our technique. It's really cool, and you know, most of this stuff we can replace to lay the contents out. I think the only thing I'm going to be short here is these amazing cookies. I might try to like do a photo of it, you know, so I got one real one and then like 2 photos to make up for the ones that are eaten or broken. And yeah, I mean, this was a really cool experience. I was very glad. I was glad to have chosen this one. Check us out. We're Hero Rations. We make and reproduce and study World War II era rations, the early C rations, the K ration, and the D ration for reenactors, the living historians, and we design all the contents based on, you know, the experience of opening and trying originals, Department of Defense records, in an effort to make the packaging, you know, as reusable as possible. So like a lot of resealable bags, the ability to buy, you know, contents back from us, refill contents, you know, reusable cans, stuff like that. So check us out. We're Hero Rations. Check us out on eBay and Etsy. All right. Thanks, everybody.